Hello, Dr. Jordan with Mouw Family Chiropractic. If you guys have been following along throughout the year of 2019, I can't believe we're already talking about December and Christmas coming up soon. You know that every month we've been dissecting a certain symptom or condition called a body signal that we see in the office. And I think there's no more fitting symptom that we're going to talk about than the one that we're going to talk about in December, and that's fatigue. I don't know about you guys, but the last 5 years of my life, every year has gotten more stressful. And if I look at the next 2 years, it's probably going to be even more stressful than the last 5 were, right? So stress isn't leaving our life. And so we need to talk about how do we combat fatigue in our life, especially as we move into the holiday season. There's no more peak season for fatigue than during the holiday season. And so what we have to understand is that number one, we live a very unnatural lifestyle. How busy we are, the schedules that we have, we really cram in 24 hours worth of content and busyness into 14 hours during the day. And so oftentimes what I see is from my patients is that we'll live in a space what I call chronic stress or chronic exhaustion. If you look at your body and especially your immune system as a battery, you'll know that on one end, we have sleep, right? Basically, there's zero energy. Your body is repairing itself. It's recovering during sleep. And on the other end, we have exertion. This is where we're working out. Most of our life, 95% of our day, we live in this world of chronic stress. And what it does is it creates a lot of issues and it presents a lot of problems from a body signal perspective. Things like exhaustions, colds and flus, things like headaches. Weight gain is a very common one. You'll look back at the holiday season and you'll be like, man, how did I put on that extra 10, 15, 20 pounds during the months of November and December, right? Pain, anxiety, and depression. But when we look at fatigue from a medical perspective, oftentimes what we try to do is artificially put ourselves to sleep. Well, number one, we don't get the same quality of sleep as a result, but number two, our body shifts physiologically. The most common thing that I'll have my patients, they'll come in and they'll mention that they're taking melatonin. And now melatonin is made in your pineal gland, right? It's a natural chemical that's made. The problem is when we use a synthetic version of it, our body notices that it's getting an outside source of melatonin. So what happens is our body no longer produces the normal amount or what it should produce in order to get ourselves to sleep. So we're artificially raising it. It's no different than somebody who tries to artificially lower their cholesterol. Rather than changing their diet or high blood pressure, same thing, artificially reducing their high blood pressure, rather than changing their diet or changing their activity level or changing how they're sleeping and looking at their actual lifestyle, a lot of times it's artificially done through chemicals and synthetic forms of medication. In our office, what we try to do is we try to help that patient by not having to use chemicals or artificial ways in which to lower or get ourselves to sleep. And so in our next video, what we're going to talk about is, from a chiropractic perspective, how can we help somebody who's dealing with fatigue issues, especially during this holiday season? If you guys have any questions, post them below.